After cleaning the mating surface for the cylinder base, I'm going to take a new base gasket here and oil it up so that it doesn't stick and tear next time the thing is disassembled, hopefully. Alright, once the gasket's oiled up, I'm going to put it on the studs and settle it down. There's a pin there. You want to make sure the hole goes on the pin. Okay, and there's going to be a pin in the cylinder base that's going to go through this hole here. And what we're going to do is take the wrist pin out of the piston, lift the motor up, and try to get the wrist pin in without pulling the piston out of the cylinder. And if that happens, we'll have to use a ring compressor. Okay, now what we're going to do is tilt the cylinder over and tilt the motor over, slide them together, and hopefully not lose the alignment of the piston in the cylinder. Okay, we need to pick up the connecting rod. Uh-oh. Need to pick up the connecting rod and make sure it goes up in the piston. Just ease them together until the connecting rod can line up with the hole in the piston. Then we just slip the piston pin in. Until it seats home, and then we just push the piston in until it hits the circlip on the other side. Now we're going to install the circlip, which is always kind of tricky. Circlip goes in the slot in the piston, and there's two open ends and the one closed end. And there's a lot of theories on how to get these in here. Some people say you start with one end and work it around. Some people say you put the closed end in first, work toward the two open ends. Just get it in there however you can. Okay. Okay, and now with the pin in, just seat the cylinder. Now it's a good idea to have one of the spark plugs out while you're doing this. Okay, and there. Now the cylinder's home. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the four stud nuts back in and put the two tower bolts back in, and that'll just attach the Alright, so we got these two bolts that go in here, and we're just going to put them in a little bit, not torque them down yet. Then we put the stud nuts on. That's 15 millimeter. And we're just going to put them on finger tight to start with. So these four bolts have two torque specs. There's a first stage and a second stage. In Newton meters it's 20 and 50. So in foot pounds that's 15 and 37. And in inch pounds it's 270 and 444. So I got a centimeter kilogram and inch pound torque wrench here, so I'm going to go with the inch pounds. So the first is 270 is the first stage. So we're going to go 270, there's one, and then we go across to the next one. $270, and then we'll get the next one. Get the last one. Okay, now we go to 444 and we start over again. Now we're going to tighten these up to 10 Newton meters because that's what all these little bolts are that go into the aluminum.